we wanted to do this a week ago.
Yes.
Because it was all part of a big marketing ploy.
Yes.
One big plan to have it in June, but we unfortunately had to postpone. But
yes,
we are here, and maybe the video's already been out, but
yes,
in part of that video is a big announcement, which is at this point last week would have been an announcement and is now just rehashing. But
yep,
you have officially come out.
Yes, I've officially. Oh, thank you for the applause. Yeah, I for a long time did not come out. And then I decided, you know what? Let's do that, So, I basically wanted to make this EP and this music video just a way to finally kind of release things that I've been kind of things that I've chose not to show lots of people. So I was excited to finally put it out.
Jokes aside, what was the buildup? Like, how long ago did you say, I'm going to come out, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it through a music video? Or was that always the plan? It's going to be like a joint thing where I can announce it through something that I make?
No, that was kind of never the plan until one of my friends who's made my past music video, You're the Reason, he said, hey, I'm going to have these cameras for a week, which are like they're Lexus cameras, right? Is that right?
Arri Alexa.
I believe. So he's like, yeah, you're right. And he basically told me, hey, I'm going to have these cameras. If you'd like to do a music video, let me know. And I was thinking of doing a music video for a different song called Magnet, because that's one of my favorite songs that I've made. But I decided to go with Thinking of Us, and was like, I remember I floated this idea by him. I was like, hey, what if I like asked my friend Neve from Catfish to be in the video? And I was like, and I just come out, I use this whole music video as a chance to, basically throw people off in the beginning where they think Jordan could be a girl. But it was kind of just a joke. I was like, oh yeah, I could make this big whole music video. And then at some point I was like, you know what? Like, why am I holding this? Like, why am I so afraid to do this, basically? And I was like, you know what? I don't want to have a conversation with every family member, every friend, every person I meet, because I don't come off as your stereotypical gay person. So I thought that this music video could be a great opportunity to just basically, this is what it is, and not, have to have that conversation a ton of times. But yeah, not originally my intention at all. And in fact, I never thought that I ever would. You ever watch The Incredibles, Scotty?
Yeah, I've seen The Incredibles.
In my head, right, when I was young, which obviously this is complete lunacy, but I think it's funny. You know how Frozone and Mr. Incredible, they go on their bowling trip?
Yes.
Well, I thought, look at that. Like, they are with their wives and families. And then Frozone and Mr. Incredible go bowling, but they really fight crime.
Yes.
So, like, I was thinking, maybe we're not fighting crime. But I was like a little kid, so I would say no. I never expected to do it.
So this was like the that's the funniest analogy I've ever heard. I mean, I guess that would make sense if you're thinking about this at a young age. You're going to use your the things that are around you. So the idea is like, there's a good possibility that this for the rest of my life is something that I just do for me. No one knows about it. There was a yes. genuine thought that this might never be a public thing, and that's before you even had a public persona where people would actually where more than just your friends and family would know about it and care.
Yeah, exactly. So that's when I was a little kid.
Did you ever consider?
So yeah, that was.
Did you ever think about doing like one of those like YouTube videos, the I'm gay, undercase period, like announcement videos? For real, did you ever?
No, honestly, I would say the biggest thing that pushed me to finally come out was, there's a couple things. One of the biggest things is my boyfriend, Aiden. Not even him pushing me to do it. It's just the fact that he's someone that's super, super special to me. In fact, he made this sweater here, this vest. And
what's the website people can get those?
Yeah, so he just launched his website. Let's see, it might be aidenalvarez.com, but I'll find it and send it to you. But basically, it came to a point where like we met back in October, just hung out as friends, and then in January he was in New York for a layover, and we just like got along really, really well. And then over time, like we'd make visits to each other, and we started dating. And I, to love somebody and to tell them to hide, that you're in a relationship is just like, I didn't want to hide it. And him being out and being so comfortable with himself, it was like, man, I feel like I'm so proud of this person and I want to show him off to the world. So I need, like, for myself, and for him and for everyone, just need to like show who I truly am. So like a huge shout out to him for, bearing with me for those first, couple months where I was still figuring out how am I going to do this. And that's when that opportunity came up for, to make a music video. And I was like, might as well tie it all together.
So do you think that if you had never met Aiden, this could have been pushed back a significant amount of time before this actually happened?
100%. Because for me, like, there came a certain point where I was like, this is, I am gay, there's tons of times where I would be like, oh no, this isn't the case. And you're just, but I had a thought process of, I will come out when I'm dating somebody that I truly enjoy being with and truly love. Because if anything goes wrong with my family, my friends, my career, at least I have somebody by my side through that. So without him, who knows, when that would have happened. So I'm very lucky that, to have someone like that. So
how much?
Absolutely.
So you had I'm sure, we've talked about this before, but I'm sure there was many nights where you're thinking, like, weighing the options. Do I do it at all? Do I just say it? Do I try to like sneak it in somewhere? Did you always want it to be something where it's like, bam, this, or did you kind of ever consider just kind of slipping it in, like, like hint here, and you never actually make an announcement? Yeah. It just kind of naturally happens.
Well, I'll admit, at some point I was like, look at Harry Styles, Harry Styles from a career standpoint, right? I think career and personal life can coexist, but there are definitely elements that aren't displayed.
You're dressed like Harry Styles.
I guess I am, right? But I did think for a while, like, hey, if I can somehow try to have an appeal to both women and men in a career standpoint, that could be cool. But from a like being real and being yourself standpoint, that kind of was a very short thought, I would say. So yeah, it's and like, just think about all of your friends or yourself or anyone, like, if you're dating somebody and you're proud of them, maybe you want to post a picture from time to time, or like, do a video or something together, and being able to do that while, not feeling nervous or, is a really great feeling. So